Hello, my lovelies. I hope you are all well. It is time to do the final flip through of Bloom and Grow. This has been an absolutely wonderful little journal to work on using the Kaiser Craft papers from the Bloom and Grow paper pack. It was a 6x6 and I have used most of it. I still have a few little cut apart things that I can use on cards and other things, but this journal is done. So to start off with, the front cover, that is a piece of packaging, one of the little cellophane bags I cut apart and put under here. Cut this out of a tissue box, and then when I cut out the center, I thought that's too good an opportunity to miss, so I put that little piece in there, some handmade flowers here, the cut aparts here, and another little flower there with some lace around it. Now it is a one signature, so I have glued the ribbon through underneath the front cover and on top of the paper at the back. So it's a very busy little book for one signature, but I think it's wonderful. So the front, just checking my camera to see, yeah, I've still got you in range, that's wonderful. Okay, the front cover, this was a Reader's Digest condensed book, and I've used a couple of the pages further down in the book to make little envelopes. I'll show you those as we come to them. So this is a nice big piece of paper for journaling on. I've got some little pieces here, ticket and tags for extra journaling spots or just to look at. A couple of little tags down here in the pocket, and that sits in the big pocket. Like that. In the smaller pocket here, I've got more bits and pieces. There's a large ticket. Now these two little pieces of paper came from the front and back cover. This was on the front. It showed all the paper range in the little pad, and the back here had all the little elements, but they're only tiny, as you can see. So I thought, why not make use of them and put them onto something pretty? And then there's another little piece of paper from the same range in here to write on with a nice little sticker there. I'm going to describe most of this to you because some of it you've worked with me and other bits I've just done and thought, well, I'll show them later. A lot of collage on the sides and a lot of strips on the other side. A little piece of the cut apart stuff from the back of the folder, the back of the pad, more of that. A nice rose on an ATC size card, which is 2.5 by 3.5. More of the same here. Beautiful butterfly, not sure where I got that one from. Some stamping. This is from my big flower book. That is a very big hidden office clip. It just sits on that page nicely. This was from a vintage collections book. A couple of large tickets in here. There's that one, came out from Project Lifeguard set. I think, no, that was a cut apart from the paper range. What am I saying? Daffodils on journaling cards. One in the back and one in the front. Cluster, just using little bits of scraps that I had left over from a project, including some stitched paper, another little piece of paper under there, and pull that won't come out. There it is. I don't know why that wouldn't come up. Let's put it under there so it will come up next time. Won't interfere with glue or anything. Now this is a pretty page from one of the books I have. And I love doing this, cutting out simple flowers and putting them on top of text. I think they look stunning. Now here's one of my little hole punch and ruler cut, a ticket and a little tag. And in the top of this one, I have a journaling card. Little book, a couple of tags that can be written on. Petal pocket, and I didn't have to do any work for that. I just cut the page out of the book like that and put it on there like a pocket. This is a little flip down. Sits in there. Then this little page is just another little journaling spot, a little ticket made from the covers of the paper pad. It's one of those gorgeous things again. Lots going on this page. I made a ticket and stuck it onto the page, and then these two pieces are little journaling cards that can be written on. A pocket with note paper. And in this little pocket, I made two little tickets and another little ticket, little mini one. Those little mini tickets were fiddly to make, but they were fun. I'm going to get my tweezer because I've got a couple of those little mini little tickets there. So in this side pocket here, we have journaling cards, plain on the back. And this one also fairly plain, but very pretty. Another little slot in a picture from a book. Another petal pocket. A little pop of red. And one of the cut aparts from the paper range. And over here we have a little notepad that has just got one or two sheets in it. Nothing stunning, nothing outstanding, but I just thought it would be nice to have something in there to write on. And two little journaling cards. Two more journaling pieces. This one's just plain. And I chose not to put anything on here because I didn't want to interrupt all this prettiness here. It just looks so lovely. You don't have to always embellish the things to the nth degree. You can leave some things plain and simple. And I absolutely love this. I forget what they're called. Yep, totally forgotten. A little piece of pleated paper using staples to hold it in place, which is camouflaged by paper here. And in this pocket, I have a journaling card and another open out piece. The reason I've got so many journaling cards and journaling papers is because I've covered most of the pages with some pretty paper. Yes, you can write on it, but if you don't want to write on it, you can write on the papers instead. Now this carries over to that. Another pocket here on the side. Another little open out flip, a card, and I think this opens out for journaling on as well, yes. And in this pocket I have two, one large ticket and just the cut apart. And in this little pocket doesn't want to come out. Now that I've got it up a little bit, I can take them all out with fingers. Okay, I have two little cards. One is a stamp, one is a decorative piece. Well, the stamp is decorative too, but it just looks nice that way. And the little booklet, I just put, it's the little things, a sticker in there, and there's a few pages in there. You can make little notes or put some addresses on, or whatever happens on the day, you can use it. Now, I haven't added to these pieces. This one opens out and it sits on the page like that. I haven't even decorated this page. I've left it completely bare. And I found this card and I thought, how lovely. It's got all those flowers and butterflies and a rabbit. So I thought, yep, that can go in there too. And a pretty blue office clip just holds it all in place. Just like that. So I've only a border on that page and a little bit here on this one. I chose to do that because I thought there's ample room in here to write in, but I need more. So I left these 3 pages alone. And this one I haven't done anything on either. In this pocket, I have the large tag and this little flip out that can be written on. Over here I have another office clip and that's holding this up. So this one flips down so you can write on it there. And this comes out as well and that can be written on. Now to hold those in place, I could actually use that clip instead of the unadorned one, so that can sit like that. Turn over, we've got another one of these gorgeous I do love this. I love doing that. It's just lovely, and this one was pretty enough on its own, so I left it. Another one that's unadorned. And here we have 2 pockets. I folded the page up at the bottom and I had this much of the paper left, so I thought, right, pocket, here we come. So in these pockets, just 2 plain journaling cards or journaling papers. And here I have another large banner. It is a hidden clip. Covering up these beautiful vintage kitchen items. Absolutely stunning. And underneath this I have put a decent sized journaling card. You don't have to, you can put paper on the back of that or you can just leave it to look at. Entirely the owner's choice. And that sits in there like that. A little bit straighter if you please. Thanking you. It didn't go straight at all. Move it out. Okay. Now, up here I have a little pocket. This is part of a book. And opening up underneath the wax seal. I've been practicing with my wax seals. This is one of the first I've done, but it's not 100% straight. I misjudged the amount of wax buttons I needed. And just 2 little cards in there to write on. And that goes that's under there. And that little card in there. Now here's another envelope, and I haven't fastened this with anything. The wax seal I had on there was absolutely shocking, and as I took it off, it tore the paper, so I thought, right, I need to put something there. So the couple of those little things from the back of the covers of the paper pad worked well in this one. And then that little, well, big stamp goes in there. This one folds out. I need to put something there to hold that down. Maybe that pink clip. Is it long enough? Oh yes, very good. I like it. And the back of the back cover of this has another hidden journaling spot underneath there. And because it could be seen, when it comes out, it can be seen both sides, I thought, right, I'm going to put something pretty on both front and back. And underneath that is another journaling card. And I think I did put lined paper on that one. And here is the writing board for the journal. And that can go into any page. And you'll be able to write from there over, leave a margin and do your writing. And it won't show all the bumps and lumps underneath, hopefully. So that bit goes in there like that. Then the office clip. You could use this elsewhere in the book if you wanted to put it up here and have it visible both sides. Let me just show you what that would look like. So you've got that side, turning it over, you have that side there. And we could, if we want, put the journaling card in here instead of in with the writing board. So that, my lovelies, is Bloom and Grow completed. I thank you very, very much for joining me for this little series. I've loved working on this book. I'm looking forward to doing another one now with the things that Angela from USA sent me. She sent me a lot of fussy cuts of children. So I thought, right, I can make a journal out of that, and I think I might make a soft cover one. Haven't done that in ages, so I'll see what I can find. Maybe a file folder would do well for that one. But I hope you've enjoyed this, as I said, this little series. If you have, and you're not subscribed to me, would you consider subscribing and helping me build the channel a little more? With that, I will love and leave you. Until next time, I will catch up with you later. Bye-bye now.